I want you to find the boat, the Mary Aberdeen. You see, she is a haunted boat.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the Riptide.
And it's gonna kill again. It's gonna kill again.
Who's the unlucky sap who's got one foot in the grave?
Well, Igor, shall we start digging?
We have a dead man for a client.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Freeze!
The royal walk was thorny, through no fault of your own. But this terrain and this the soil, where enters the sea.
Such is land to predestinate.
Your suffering is over. Now you will find peace for eternity. That's boss. Isn't that boss?
If I lose these lights and can't finish this, Nick is gonna be really mad.
Great. Hey, what the heck is going on around here? This is really weird. Hey, guys. Ned, Cody, is that you? Come on, guys. This isn't funny anymore. Guys?
Sorry, pal. It's a war wound.
You see, I can't hold a thing, all right?
Well, that's what you get for fooling around with Murray's inventions.
Cody, my hand is covered with oil, okay? Oil is not an invention.
Well, Murray says it is. He says his plastic produces less friction than any other kind of oil, you know?
The cotton gin, the light bulb, those are inventions, okay?
Eardrops. Gotta come up with eardrops. Look, the underline.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on, they're back here.
You know, so this is the weirdest list of ingredients I've ever seen for an antidote in my life. You sure we're just not grocery shopping for Murray?
Well, if this is what it takes to get rid of your butterfingers, I wouldn't argue that. There we go. Here, I'm sorry, excuse me. We're almost finished.
We really
Got it.
Hey. What?
Nick, look at this. Look.
What?
There's an article in the paper about it.
What?
Right here, man. Look. Nick Ryder and Cody Allen, highly decorated during their service in the military, were able to capture drug kingpin Harold Stein despite the interfering annex of the local police.
Quillen's gonna kill us. You know that, don't you?
Why? They didn't mention his name.
Well, look, this picture of us pulling him out of King Harbor by his ankles doesn't exactly make him look heroic. I think it's one look at this and we're dead meat. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Excuse me, you don't mind if...
Wait, just take your mind, dude.
Thanks a lot. Sorry. Really am. You know, we gotta get some more copies of this, man. It's really good for business when they write about us this way.
It's not exactly gonna help our relationship with Quinlan, you know? I mean, you know how he gets when we outshine him.
He'll get over it. Listen, do we have everything on the list that Murray wanted for the antidote?
Everything except syrup.
Syrup, yeah, syrup.
Syrup.
I saw that back here. Here we go. All right, let's go. Here you go. Catch, Nick.
Hey!
This is a fine kettle of sticks. You know what, Robust? Cody's gonna be furious. His father gave him this. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a little bit of glue. We're gonna glue this back together. It'll be our little secret. Something very strange is going on around here. Okay, guys, a joke is a joke, but
Good evening. You are Murray Basinski.
I'm Murray.
My name is Tremont, Albert Tremont, and I don't have much time. You're the same Basinski of the Riptide Detective Agency, the genius of electronics, the major force behind the apprehension of kidnappers, embezzlers, and murderers.
well, I've done my fair share.
I wish to employ your services. I want you to find a boat, the Mary Aberdeen. The only clue I can furnish you with is that she was originally owned by Jessup Taylor. I expect you to begin immediately.
Hey, wait a minute. What's going on here? You got a heck of a lot of nerve barging in here like this, scaring me half to death. Don't you ever knock?
I did not.
You did?
I heard you say come in.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
That is not important. What is important is that you find the Aberdeen before she kills again.
Kills again?
There are certain inherent dangers in this assignment, Mr. Basinski. It seems people associated with the Aberdeen have a very bad habit of disappearing permanently. You see, she is a haunted boat.
Haunted?
Would $1,000 be a sufficient deposit?
Thousands? Well, yeah, that's sufficient deposit. But I better check with my partners first, though, because they like to...
Hey, Murray, we're back.
Oh, that's them. Listen, would you mind waiting here for a minute? I'm gonna go get them. I'm sure they're gonna want to ask you a few questions.
Yes, I'm sure.
So, in the meantime, just don't go away. Hey, Nick, Cody. Hey, guys.
Okay, Murray, we got everything he asked for.
Yeah,
Murray,
wait,
can we
wait.
get this stuff off my hands now? It's driving me crazy, all
Okay,
right?
Nick, I'll do that, but it may take a little time. But first, we've got a client.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants us to find a boat. Now, he's downstairs in my room.
Oh, great. Let's go talk to him.
No. Now, this is kind of a weird character.
What do you mean, weird?
Well, I mean, strange. Nice, but strange. Come on. Mr. Tremont.
How big is this guy we're looking for, Murray?
This is very weird. He was sitting right here. Right here. I was working over there on the Bozigan problem and getting some very unusual results, I might add. When all of a sudden, the lights went out.
Well, Murray, there's a storm. That's not unusual during a storm.
I was just about ready to light a candle. And all at once, I heard footsteps from up above. Like the sound of boots walking gently on the deck. So I went topside because I thought it might be you guys, but there was nobody there. I came back downstairs, and suddenly the lights went back on again. And there he was.
Who?
Him! Our mysterious client!
Okay.
Murray, there's nobody on the boat but us.
I know, but he was here just a few minutes ago, Cody.
Murray,
Yeah?
have you been watching Creature Features again? Come on, tell me the truth, have you?
Well, the Wolf Man.
Why do you do that? Now, you know that stuff always gets you spooked. Why do you do that?
I know. I know what you guys are thinking.
I doubt it.
You're probably thinking that I'm out of my mind, but I am a scientist, and as a scientist, I owe it to myself to keep an open mind. Of course, I must admit that the $1,000 helped. If it wasn't for the $1,000,
Whoa, wait a minute. What $1,000?
$1,000.
Oh, yeah, he gave me $1,000 as a retainer, to help find his boat, the Mary Aberdeen. Find it before it kills again. Those were his exact words. He thinks the boat is haunted. Well, listen, why don't you just talk to him yourself? He left me his card. Just give him a call.
You call.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry, Nick. I've got an idea here. I got a spare glove here. I lost the other one when I was gardening. Here, just put that on, yeah. That should help.
Let's see. You look kind of cute, Nick. Sort of like a Michael Jackson fan.
You're a funny guy.
Listen, Cody, you want to hit the speakerphone? I'd like to hear this, too.
Go.
Hello, Bluffside Acres.
Yeah, hello. Hi, my name is Cody Allen. I'm looking for a guy named Albert Tremont. Is he in?
Tremont?
Bluffside Acres.
Let me see, Tremont. Yes, Tremont is here. Will you be visiting soon?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, not too many people get up here anymore, but if it's your first visit, there's a directory to the entrance of the cemetery.
Cemetery? Wait a minute. Am I talking to a cemetery? Do you mean that Albert Tremont is dead?
Well, I certainly hope so.
Dead. The man is dead. We have a dead man for a client. And his boat is about to kill again? Well, catch me, because I'm about to faint.
Okay, look, Murray, would you snap out of it? Get a hold of yourself, okay? Now, we don't have a dead client. What we got here is a bad joke, that's all.
Murray, somebody's pulling our chain. What do you think? Straight away, maybe, with all the dough?
I thought he was out of town.
No, look, guys, believe me, you're dead wrong about this. All right. What I mean to say is, if you were only here, if you had heard the thunder and saw the lightning and the footsteps, and I'm telling you, this is no joke.
Wait a minute, I got it. Who do we know that would really like to make us look ridiculous right now? Who do we know? Quinlan. That's right. Yeah.
Quinlan? Why would Quinlan want to
Right.
make us look ridiculous?
Have you seen this article?
No.
Look at this article. We look great, right?
Yeah.
Quinlan looks very wet, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Look, there was a man here, and he said his name was Albert Tremont. He was in this boat, in that room, in this dimension.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Supernatural has never been disproven. In fact, the very word itself implies its own existence. Now, see, guys, this was written by an authority on the subject of death, so anything is possible.
Murray, how can you be an authority on the subject of death until you quote?
Ha. It just so happens that this man has had what is known as an NDE, a near-death experience. I mean, he saw lights, he heard music, he felt his body lifting.
I had one of those.
Oh, yeah, Baton Rouge.
Remember that?
Yeah, I made bail.
Oh, you guys are just arrived. Listen, slow down. Jessup Taylor's place should be right around here, and I would hate to miss it because of our cacophony of quips.
Murray, you don't really think this guy Taylor owns the Mary Aberdeen, do you? I mean, he's obviously in on this whole thing with Quinlan.
Look, Nick, all I'm saying is that something really weird is going on here. We should explore all possibilities because anything is possible.
All right.
You say that Albert Tremont hired you to find the Mary Aberdeen?
Yes, sir, that's correct. Albert Tremont hired us, yes.
Albert's been dead for 18 years.
Well, actually, he looked pretty good.
What my associate is trying to say, Mr. Taylor, is that a man calling himself Albert Tremont came to our agency last night and hired us to find the Mary Aberdeen.
Before it kills again.
Do you or did you know Albert Tremont?
Yes. He and my son were business partners.
Well, could I talk to your son?
My son is dead.
Figures.
And Albert Tremont is the one that killed him.
Oh, Jerry. But naturally, any mention of my son's death disturbs my grandsons. You understand that, of course?
Of course.
Please, be seated.
So, Donald Taylor was your father?
Right. I've raised my grandsons ever since their father died.
Mr. Taylor, do you think that Albert Tremont killed your son?
Well, there was a lot of speculation that Albert arranged the accident. Donald actually was killed in a magic show in Las Vegas.
Oh, come on. The trick was rigged. Our dad was murdered.
What intrigues me is why, after all these years, someone would pretend to be Albert Tremont and go looking for the Mary Aberdeen. You see, I owned that boat years ago.
Well, do you remember who you sold it to?
No, it was a long time ago.
I think it was Tiny Tommy, wasn't it?
Well, Mr. Taylor, we've got our work cut out for us. Thank you for your time.
Excuse me, gentlemen. If the truth be told, I miss the Mary Aberdeen. You know, it was my wife who wanted it sold because of the memories it had of our son. He was always on that boat. Here's $5,000 to find the Mary Aberdeen. I know you're working for someone else, but when you find it, I want to see it, just for old time's sake.
Well, thank you very much, sir, and we'll certainly give you a call as soon as we come up with anything.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
You told us Albert Tremont was dead.
He is dead. I'm sure of it. I threw him and the magician off the boat at the same time.
Why would anybody want the Mary Aberdeen?
Somebody knows something. There must be a piece of evidence on that boat that I overlooked. But because you opened your big mouth about Tiny Tommy's, you put them that much closer to finding the boat.
You're the one that gave him the big incentive to go out and find the damn thing. If you didn't want him to find it, why did you give him $5,000?
So they wouldn't suspect us when I sent you after them? Now, two of you get down to Tiny Tommy's and wait for them. When they show up, you discourage them from pursuing this investigation any further.
Clear.
Howdy, boys. Howdy indeed.
Hey.
Howdy, fellas.
How you doing?
Tiny Tommy's the name.
Yeah.
Tiny in price and payments.
Tommy, we already got it, boy. Don't you remember you sold it?
Look, actually, we're here for some information.
We're here about the Mary Aberdeen.
The Mary Aberdeen? Oh, no, not again.
Again?
Okay, boys. I'll take her back. No questions asked. Seems like all I do is sell that stupid boat, then buy it back when somebody dies on it.
Dies? Do you mean dies as in dead?
Now, that is something Quinlan will come up with.
Yeah, right. Listen, Tommy, could we take a look at your files?
It's going to be quite a ritual every 3 years, like there was a curse on it or something. Yeah, here we go. My daddy bought it from Jessup Taylor, July 18th, 66. Sold to the Hamiltons. They returned it when Mr. Hamilton caught his foot in an anchor line. Mr. Thomas was shot by his wife in the front cabin, and a poor little French poodle was swept overboard in 1975.
Oh, Tommy, who finally ended up with the Aberdeen?
My father decided to keep it after the Lewises returned it in 78. Never did find Daddy's body.
You see, guys, we've got to find it before it kills again.
Oh, here we go. Last sold in 81. That means I'm going to be having it brought back by the next of kin pretty soon.
From who? Who's the unlucky sap who's got 1 foot in the grave?
Some poor schnook named Cody Allen.
You see? And it's going to kill again. It's going to kill again.
Wait a minute. I own a haunted boat?
You're Cody Allen? And you're still alive?
All right, that's it. I've had it. All right, Quinlan, come on out. We're on to you. Come out. Where are you?
Quinlan? Quinlan, where are you? We know you put this on. Come on, Quinlan. Are you in there?
Allen?
Yeah?
Shouldn't you be on your ship right now?
A gag, huh? People like you make us gag, but we don't play gags on anybody.
Come on, Lieutenant. All we said was at first we thought you were playing a gag.
It's like shooting up a boatyard. Very funny.
Look. We know who's behind this now, okay? The guy's name is Jessup Taylor.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Well,
What is this glove thing? You think you're Michael Jackson?
Now, look. Jessup Taylor is a guy who hired us to find his boat, the Mary Aberdeen. Now, he paid us $5,000 to do it.
$5,000. Oh, you private eyes.
Look, a man came to me last night, under very mysterious circumstances, I might add, and he asked us to find this boat that had a curse on it before it killed somebody else. Now, that was before we found out that the man was dead and that the boat had already killed at least 3 other people.
Make that 6. And a poodle.
Listen, you dummies. I don't have any more time for your fantasies, especially yours, Basinski. You know what you've been doing? Watching too many ghost movies. $5,000 to find a cursed boat, 6 people dead. Oh, I love that.
I don't know, guys. I mean, what do you think? Is it possible that we're actually dealing with a real curse?
Murray, it's not a curse. There's no curse on my boat, Murray.
Wait. Look, what we have here is a setup, all right? Now, this guy Tremont just happens to come to us to find the Aberdeen. I don't think so. Give me a break, will you?
Look, Mr. Allen, I'm a firm believer in when your number's up, your number's up. But if you don't mind, I'd rather you wouldn't be here in my office when your number comes up again.
Hey, Murray, here's that stuff on Jessup Taylor.
Oh, this is great. Embezzling, gambling, real estate fraud. Our new buddy Jessup Taylor is quite a record, guys.
A very good lawyer, too.
Yeah.
What is the point of all this? I don't get it.
Well, it's just an experiment, you understand. But the theory behind it is that the energy from an object can remain at any given location for an indefinite period of time. Now, this camera will help us to see if there's any leftover energy fields from some of the previous unlucky owners.
It's called Curlian photography.
The results can be quite staggering. Okay, now, Nick, if you want to just sit down the edge of that couch there, make yourself at home. Cody, turn on the camera. Tilt it a little bit down, if you would. Okay, let me just lock it in. And now we turn it on. Keep your fingers crossed. All right, now listen, Nick. What I want you to do is very, very slowly get up off the couch and come over here.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
That's amazing, Murray. It's also a little scary.
Yeah. Well, the aura you're seeing is the residual energy left over when an object moves. In this case, a human being.
Murray, what's causing that to happen? That right there, look.
Gas for the friendly ghost?
Hey, guys.
Huh?
I think there's somebody outside.
Okay, that's real interesting, Murray. What about this other stuff?
Yeah, Murray, explain to us how it works.
Yeah.
You see, with Curlian photography, it's not a new thing, you see.
It's been used for many years by people. I know that research has been done at the University of Wisconsin.
What do you think? Well, if you're right about that aura business, Murray, then whoever it was could have taken off before we saw him on the screen.
Yeah, good point.
Let's split up. Take a look, okay? Excuse me. Hey, come here. I said excuse me.
Hold it!
All right. He had no face. Nick, did you see that? He had no face.
Don't get nuts on me.
I got away. Like he just disappeared, you know?
Disappeared? You mean...
No, Murray, as in he took off, okay? You got any ideas?
Well, ghosts don't drive. Say we pay a visit to our client, you know, the light one. Come on.
Kidding you? Are you
you saying that I tried to kill you? I just hired you.
Somebody machine gunned Tiny Tommy's today, Mr. Taylor, and we know that you and your grandsons are the only people who knew we were going there.
Yeah, so we had a little get-together with a man on our boat. Now, we wanted to chat, but he seemed to be in a little bit of a hurry.
Nobody comes into my own home and makes accusations like that against me or anybody in my family.
I guess that means we won't be exchanging Christmas cards this year, right?
Get out!
Hey, Taylor, we didn't get into this business just last week, and we know that you set up that attack on us today. We also know there's something about the Mary Aberdeen that interests you.
Yeah, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna find out what it is.
Only we're not going to be on your payroll when we do it.
Go your mail, okay?
Permission to come aboard, dude? Don't mind if I do. All right.
That makes you so right at home, Dooley.
I know what that is. It's a camera. You guys be getting heavy into your home movies here, huh? Murray, what is that stuff?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Actually, it's just an experiment, but it's kind of neat. You see, what it is it's a chemical spray that reverses the flow of the electromagnetic ions in the atmosphere, which in layman's terms is a ghost repellent.
Ghosts? You guys got ghosts?
Now, wait a minute. I am a scientist. You know, I didn't say that. What I said was, if we did have ghosts, which it's possible that we do, this would get rid of them. You see, I sprayed the entire boat.
Thank you, Murray.
I don't believe it. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the Riptide. The King Harbor Chainsaw Massacre, tonight at 9.
Dooley, we have more than enough stuff going on in the weird category around here without your help. Now, what can we do for you?
Oh, yeah, I came by to get some more of that Bozican. I'm working on old man Ferguson's engine today, and I gotta have it done today.
Okay, Bozican, I'll get it, but please, don't touch anything.
Hey, you guys, did you ever see that movie, the Amityville Horror? You know, the one about people who couldn't go back in their home because they had demons too, just like you.
Dooley. We don't have demons. It's just an experiment that Murray's done, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here you go. Here's the Bozican. Now be very careful with it, all right? It's very powerful. Use only a couple of drops. Incidentally, guys, I checked the computer screen. That information on Donald Taylor is in.
Thanks a lot, Buzz. Later, guys. A job for ghosts.
Good argument for birth control.
It seems that Donald Taylor... Bless you. It seems that Donald Taylor was involved in some pretty shady dealings in the early 60s. And his father, Jessup, apparently bought him his first hotel club in Vegas, well, for his 21st birthday.
The best thing I ever got was a bicycle.
Oh, Murray, give me that, will you? That's enough of that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cody. Well, anyway, it seems that the rest of the information pretty well checks out with what Jessup told us about his son's death. Mainly that he was killed in one of his clubs, on stage, by a magician. After that, the magician completely disappeared.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I can't believe we didn't think of this before.
What?
The magician. Listen, the question here is who really is our client, right? Now, Albert Tremont, Donald Taylor, they're both dead, right? Jessup, he doesn't know anything about this either. Now, the only one who does is our mysterious client.
Yeah, you're right. You obviously set this whole thing up, right? He had to know that the Riptide was the Mary Aberdeen.
That's right, he had to.
And he made an appearance to you, which had us all jumping. Who could set up an illusion?
An illusionist? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a magician.
That's right, a magician.
A magician, yeah, because a magician would kind of know the proper illusions that would be needed and the techniques that he would have to use in order to... Freeze! That's him. That's Albert Tremont, our dead client.
Martin Stonewall, world's greatest magician.
That's me. I was famished. You know, you should restock your refrigerator sometime.
Let me get this straight. The story is Albert Tremont and Donald Taylor's partnership in this Vegas nightclub wasn't working out. So Albert had Donald killed, isn't that it?
That's right. Using you to do it, right? They had a partnership in the Club Francais. And Albert had come to me and asked me if I would take Donald Taylor up on the stage to do a special illusion. Unbeknownst to me, Albert rigged my equipment and Donald was killed.
So why didn't you just go to the police, tell them what happened?
Well, I should have done that. You're right. Look, I made a deal with Albert. It was a grievous error on my part. He had stolen a book of mine.
Book?
It was something I would have given my life for. It was the diary of a very dear friend of mine. Albert had promised to give me back the book if I was willing to keep my mouth shut about the murder. Later on that evening, we were to meet on the deck of the Mary Aberdeen. He said the book was underneath the ship. He loved to be mysterious, that guy.
So when you got to the Aberdeen, that's when you ran into Jessup Taylor?
That's right. He took us out to sea. He tied us up and then he threw us overboard. Can you imagine? Tying up a magician.
So you've been searching the Riptide for this book while we've been playing the pigeon for Jessup Taylor.
Well, Albert had told me that he had sufficient evidence to convict the Taylors. I was hoping that you'd find that.
You've been playing us for fools. There have never been any ghosts or manifestations. You put Cody and Nick in serious danger just to cover up your stupid search?
Well, look, I never meant anybody any harm, and besides, I paid you.
Money. You think that money can justify the danger you put us in?
Well... Buzz, please wait. Let me explain. Please, Buzz, it's important to me that you're not upset.
I think it's a little late for that, Mr. Stonewall.
Yes, I'm afraid it is late. But you see, I was a desperate man. I was forced to live a dead man's existence for nearly 20 years. I had to practice my livelihood, my magic in backstreet carnivals and sideshows. It had gotten to a point that I would have done anything to clear my name, to get back the one thing that mattered most in the world to me, my friend's diary. I should have asked you outright for your assistance, but you see, Buzz, I'm an unusual sort of character. I don't fit into the norm of things, and I'm rarely understood. Most of all, I was afraid that you'd turn me down, a man with such a questionable past. I truly am sorry. I apologize. I had no right to involve such three nice people like you in my hardships. Please accept my apology. I'm sorry.
Where beneath the boat?
Pardon me?
Well, you said your friend's diary or book or whatever is supposed to be hidden beneath the boat. Well, if you want us to help you find it, don't you think you ought to tell us where it is?
You mean you're going to help me?
Yes, I'll help you. But only if you're completely honest with us from here on in.
Nothing but honesty, my good man. Nothing but honesty.
Well, if the book is supposed to be under the boat, it's pretty obvious where we should be looking.
Okay, but that means one of us has got to go diving.
Yeah.
That's right.
How come I'm the one that always has to go diving?
Well,
You fit the fins. So what took you so long?
I had to swim half the harbor just to get back. Man, I'm freezing. Let's blow this and get out of here, will you?
Well, they're the... Wait a minute, who's that?
Talking about who's what. Let me see. I don't believe it. That's the magician. That's Martin Stonewall.
It can't be. He's dead.
Look for yourself. I'm not gonna blow that, I'll tell you.
You're right, let's blow it right now.
No, we can't blow it right now. Stonewall's alive. We don't know who he's talked to yet.
Granddad said to blow it.
We gotta call Granddad. He doesn't know about Stonewall yet. Let's just go back and call him. These guys aren't gonna go anywhere.
It's a blood, man! Lose it! Come on!
Look, come on, will you give me the check? Hey, what are you...
It's not a book! Somebody tried to blow up my boat!
What's going on? Hurry it down!
Let's get out of here. We have all the cops in the city down here. Let's go! It's coming from the parking lot, man.
Yeah, hurry, get the guns!
For a boat with no curse, this sure ain't going well.
See anything, Teddy?
No, not yet, but
There's nothing down there.
Not much of a cabin left either. Book's not here.
I don't understand it. It's got to be here. He said underneath the ship.
Well, the man said beneath the ship, didn't he?
Oh, Nick, that was one of the few things that came with the Riptide. That and the junk compass I gave you for the Mimi.
Junk? You gave me junk for my birthday?
Well, I was on a budget. Besides, it's an antique.
Happy birthday.
Oh, look at this. A classic destroyed for nothing. Hey. Hey, wait a minute. You guys, look at this. Look. Nick, you were right.
Anybody for a little treasure hunt?
You know, Buzz, science has always interested me from a magician's point of view.
You know, it's funny you should say that because magic has always interested me from a scientific point of view.
Well, of course, they're closely related. If I took a mixture of potassium nitrate and sugar and ignited it, what do we have?
Simple combustion. Any first-year chem student knows that.
Aha. Now, if I took that same mixture and ignited it on a dark stage from my fingertips. Then what do we have? Magic.
Oh, wow, that's fun. Could I see? Huh, simple chemistry.
Ah, simple. Until the mind gets a hold of it.
Mr. Stonewall, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've been digging here. We don't take your treasures out here.
It's got to be. Well, we looked all around that rock by ourselves, I might add, and there's nothing there.
This is very strange.
What?
This compass, the one that Cody gave you, this junky one.
I put a little bossicant on the center screw to loosen up the rust. Well, it's loose all right, but now it seems off. The heading, it's a full 90 degrees off. Now, I wonder what would make it do that.
Hey, you guys, look at this. Look. The design on the map matches the one on the compass. What do you think?
I think we're in the wrong place, is what I think.
Yeah, my guess is that Albert Tremont set his map by that compass, which he then altered by 90 degrees.
It's clever. Albert was a true genius.
Where does that put us now, Murray?
90 degrees. Bluffside Acres, back at the cemetery where we started.
This is the Duel, calling the Mimi. This is the Duel, calling the Mimi.
Hey, this is the Mimi. Go ahead.
Well, I got a big problem here, Nick. I need you guys.
Listen, Dooley, it's gonna have to wait for a bit, all right?
Now listen, it can't wait. Quinlan's been all over me asking me about that explosion you guys set off.
Dooley, we didn't set the explosion off.
Well, he said you did, and he wants you back now.
All right, listen, you're gonna have to tell him to cool his heels, all right? We're on a case here, all right? Out.
No, wait, listen, where are you guys headed? Maybe I can meet you there. I mean, I wouldn't be calling if it wasn't important. Really, man.
All right, listen, you know where Bluffside Acres is?
Yeah.
All right, can you be there in 15 minutes?
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Meet me out.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Let's go for a ride.
Hey, guys, come here. Look, the Mary Aberdeen. Now, which one do we dig under?
Well, I say if we have a choice, we dig under the Aberdeen stone.
Yeah, we know there's a body under this one, right?
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I'm very confused by this case. See if I'm following it. Now, the original clue was to look under the ship, which we assumed was the Riptide, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, we weren't far from wrong, because the Riptide was actually the Mary Aberdeen. Is that right? Okay, now the map was under the ship.
Yeah.
But the treasure wasn't under the ship. But it may be under the Mary Aberdeen, right?
You got it right.
It's all a part of Albert's macabre sense of humor. He loved to play mind games.
Well, Igor, shall we start digging?
Yeah.
What, are you planning to stay here all day?
What do you want me to do? The guy stalled.
Hey, look out! Hey.
Cool, dude. I know a shortcut.
Boy, excuse me, the cruise.
Let's hope we don't run into any bodies.
Sounds like wood.
Yeah, hope it's not a coffin.
That's it. That's gotta be it. Watch your hands, Murray.
Yeah. There's a lock. Let me get it.
I
Right.
think you got it.
Yeah. Good.
My book. My personal diary, log of my best illusions, Harry Houdini.
Oh, wow.
Harry Houdini's diary?
I never thought I'd see it again.
Guys, if this really is Houdini's personal diary, then it's priceless. Do you know what it means to a magician to have that?
All of Harry Houdini's secrets.
There aren't words enough to thank you for helping me get this back. You've given me back my life, and now the one thing I cherish most.
Let's see what else we got here.
Let's get it out of here.
Okay, let's see. What do we got here?
Yeah, this is it. Ledgers, deeds, documents implicating Jessup Taylor and everything from stealing pencils to murder. This ought to put him away for a long time.
Billy, where'd you get that thing? I borrowed it. There's no time to explain. You guys have trouble on the way, man. Do that.
Well, see what we have here.
Hey, Albert, you efficient old fool. Got more on me than I guessed. Now I can see what Stonewall was after. Where is he? Never mind. We'll find him.
You guys are good. I'll give you that. So what are we gonna do with them? It's a graveyard. Do what comes natural.
It's real nice you guys dug the hole. Gonna be a little crowded down there, though.
Hey, Julie, come on, man. Yeah.
Call for the moves. I'm out of here, man. Be careful, there's dead people around. Get up next to him, all right?
You don't build these things for high-speed chases, Nick. Try something. Hang on. All right.
Jessup Taylor! I take back what is due me! No! No! I killed you! I know I killed you! Die, damn you! No! But I killed him! I killed him! But I killed him!
Murray, he's a magician, okay?
Yeah, Murray, I mean, disappearing is what he does best.
Oh, come on, guys. I mean, the police couldn't even find his body. You saw the height of that cliff. There's no way he could have survived a fall.
Well, somehow I have a feeling that Martin could.
Murray, listen now. I guarantee you that Martin is off someplace right now laughing about this whole thing.
Such a shame. I was very angry with him at first. And then after I got to know him a little bit and heard about how he lived the last 20 years of his life, and then for him to come so close, I don't know, it all seems like such a waste.
Hey, now you listen to me, Murray. It's not a waste, okay? Don't forget about Jessup Taylor. Now, we managed to have him arrested, didn't we?
Yeah, remember, Murray, the Riptide Detective Agency, Murray? That's the three of us.
That's right.
We got one more criminal off the streets.
Yeah.
All right, now what do you say we hit straightaways for some real spirits?
Spirits?
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hey, Murray, maybe we could have a zombie or two.
Oh.
Zombie, that's very good, Cody.
Okay,
Zombie.
buddy, let's go.
All right,
Let's go.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.